Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If it isn't already obvious by the box on the table, this is an unboxing video. I ordered some really cool, really rare isopods from Incog Inverts, and let me quickly add, I ordered these yesterday and they've already arrived in less than 24 hours. But anyway, we're gonna unbox this box, check out the cool species of isopods that I ordered, and then we'll set them up. Let's get to unboxing. Okay, so before we even get to unboxing, let me just say, like I said, this box arrived in less than 24 hours, super quick. It arrived through FedEx, which, I mean, if you're in Canada and you've done shipping of animals before, you know that Canada Post tends to be a little unreliable. FedEx, every time I've ordered animals and it's come through FedEx, everything has gone in perfect condition. The box is in perfect condition. It has live harmless inverts inside on the box. It has arrows pointing which side should be up. I mean, the packaging is flawless as usual. But yeah, let's get into the box. All right, I'm super excited. These are some really cool isopods. I haven't kept isopods in a while, but after going to the Incog Inverts facility and picking up those rubber duckies, I decided it was time to keep some isopods again. So I made an order. I ordered 6 species. Let's check out what they are. So, like I said, box, perfect condition. Of course, we have styrofoam. Ooh, I'm excited. And we have cryo packs. So these are the phase 22, which I should probably stop wrestling this before I talk. Woo! So these are the phase 22 cryo packs, which keeps the temperature of the box at 22 degrees, regardless of what the temperature is outside. Right now it's -6, and the box still feels perfectly temperatured. Perfectly temperatured? Perfectly temperatured. Let's go with that. Yeah, so cryo pack, it says on it right there, a reliable company, and so is Incog Inverts. They're beautiful. Okay, so as I was saying, it is very cold outside. It's actually -6 right now, but this box arrived in perfect condition, and they have the cryo packs inside, or the heat pads inside, and that keeps the temperature of the box at 22 degrees. That's the phase 22, so it keeps the box at 22 degrees Celsius, which is the perfect temperature for isopods, and they won't overheat, or they won't get too cold and die from the cold. So, enough of the blabbing about how perfectly packaged this box is. Let's actually get into the box and see what we have. Before we get to the isopods, I also ordered the springtail clay mix, which is the calcium clay that you can raise your springtails on. It's supposed to be better for raising them on than soil or any other substrate. And when I used to keep dart frogs, I used to raise them on a different type of calcium clay. And the dart frogs, the baby froglets would actually come out a little more robust after eating springtails that were on calcium clay versus soil. And now this is not scientifically tested. This is just my experience. And so yeah, if you're looking for some calcium clay in Canada, Incog Inverts has it. But for the real fun stuff, let's get to the isopods. So like I said, we have 6 species in here. Also, I won't show you what they are but look how perfectly packaged they are. They're in small containers. It's stacked all the way to the top, so they're not moving around, they're bouncing around. And I also noticed he has them packed on sphagnum moss, and it's pretty full with sphagnum moss, so even the isopods themselves, they're not being knocked around in this little container. Let me grab another camera so we can kind of do a zoom in version of this, and let me show you the really cool isopods that I picked up. Okay, so I'm probably gonna butcher the name of these isopods, so I'll put the name of them on the screen. I'll try my best as I'm going through them, but these are really cool isopods. I'm super excited to have them. Thank you very much, Incog Inverts. First of all, for the speed that they got here, but also for the awesome species. Let's get to it. So, first of all, we have the yellow zebras, the A maculatum yellow zebras. So we have the A maculatum armadillidium maculatum yellow zebras, the A scabrium sandstone. Those are cool. And then we have, now when I toured the facility, these are the ones that I was like obsessing over. I just love the reds in them. So we have A Kalugi high red Dubernick, I believe that's how it's pronounced. Gorgeous, gorgeous species. The red skirts, the white spotting on the top. And since I do a lot of traveling, I kind of actually reached out to Dave from Incog Inverts, and I was like, yo, what are some species that are fairly easy to keep, fairly easy for beginners to get in, but not the regular stuff that you see everywhere? I want some rarer, some cooler stuff to be able to show you guys on camera and just to have in general. These were his recommendations, and I went with his recommendations because he knows his stuff. And so I'm super impressed with everything so far. Everything looks awesome. Everything looks so full too. I think he put in more than what I ordered. These guys are the P. Werneri. So the Werneri, they're a popular one. I think they get pretty big. There they are. And again, I love that they're packaged with so much sphagnum moss. You know, it stops them from getting tossed around in shipping and all that. But wow, what a cool species. Love the white skirts on them as well. Oh man, these are awesome. These are awesome. I cannot wait to set them up. Next we have species number 5. These are ones I actually have never heard of before, but they look cool and they sound cool. And I'm not even gonna try to say the name. So look at the name on the screen. But what a cool species. Again, I'll show you them up close. There they are. Probably gonna have to learn to say the names now that I'm keeping them, but baby steps. First we get the species, then we learn the names. I can type them so I can research them, which I guess is the more important part. And finally we have species number 6, the final species, C. muricatum. Whoa. They're so cool. They almost have like little spikies on the top of them. They're pretty small, and I wonder if the camera will pick them up. And they're almost the same color as the sphagnum moss, so they kind of blend in. But gorgeous, gorgeous species. Wow, what a cool species. Yeah, I just noticed he has a piece of carrot in there as well, so they have food for the road. Awesome. Man, these are cool. And again, there's so many of them in here. I'm pretty sure this is more than what I ordered. So thank you, Incog Inverts. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Ashley. You guys are awesome. And these isopods are awesome. I'm so excited. I know I've said this already, but I cannot wait to set them up. All right. So for setting them up, I have 6 tubs that are like this that I need to clean out, but 6 tubs that are like this. They have a hole drilled on either side with screen glued to it, and we're gonna put a substrate there, we're gonna put some leaf litter in there, we're gonna put a piece of cork, and that's pretty much it. Setting up isopods is pretty simple, and as long as you don't forget about them and you make sure they have water and food, they'll start breeding for you. I mean, I'm assuming most of you that are watching this are probably isopod keepers and already know this, but if you're not and you're looking into getting into isopods, first of all, get them from Incog Inverts because they're the best. And second of all, they're very simple to keep. I'm gonna go get the stuff to set up these tubs. I probably won't show you me setting up all 6 because that'll take too long, but I'll set up one in front of you and then we'll start putting the isopods in. Okay, let's set the tubs up. I have them cleaned now. They're ready to go. So, super simple as I mentioned. I'm just gonna put some substrate. I'm gonna put sphagnum moss on one side to kind of create that gradient of super wet side to drier side, not super dry, just drier side. Then we're gonna put some leaf litter on top, a piece of cork. I usually also like to add like a piece of cuttle bone or something like that, but I do not have any unfortunately at the moment, so I will be adding them at a later time. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, so we have substrate. I'm gonna need more than that. Also, I should add that this is a black earth-based substrate. I don't use cocoa husk or cocoa fiber based on Incog Inverts recommendation. Apparently, the isopods cannot digest it and it doesn't have any nutrients, so it's actually more harmful than good to put it in. So we're going with the black earth substrate. Then we have our bag of sphagnum moss. I'm gonna put sphagnum moss on one side, and I will show you all this in just a second up close. I'm gonna add a lot of leaf litter. So basically just filling the rest of it up with leaf litter. And just a piece of cork. Now I also do have, funny enough, this was not planned, but funnily enough, I actually picked up these, just some botanicals from Incog Inverts as well at a last expo. I was gonna put them in my emerald tree skink tank, but just to add some more beauty and some more things for the isopods to kind of climb on, sit inside, eat, all that kind of stuff. I'm actually gonna put them here and then I'll just pick up some more botanicals later for the emerald tree skinks. I have no idea what these are, so don't ask me, but this thingy is gonna go in here, and I don't know what these are either, but we'll put a few pieces of them in there as well. See, that's how you escape an isopod bin. You just throw things in randomly. Now, like I said, the sphagnum moss is super dry right now, so I'm only gonna spray this side, or I'm gonna keep that side wet where the sphagnum moss is, and the rest of the side can kind of be the dry side, even though it shouldn't completely be dried out. And yeah, that's one isopod bin. Super easy, super quick. I think I set that up in like 30 seconds. Maybe we should have a competition of how fast people can set up isopod bins. But yeah, I'm not gonna show you the rest of them. I will quickly set them all up and then we can add the isopods. Okay, time to put the isopods in, but before I do that, the sphagnum moss is super dry, so let's give it a quick spray. There we go. We're getting the sphagnum moss nice and wet so that the isopods have a more humid, wet area. Don't forget, isopods are technically crustaceans, and so they do need water to breathe. Ask a scientist about that. I don't know. I think they have gills. I don't know. So we have our sphagnum moss pretty wet now, and there we go. And now it's time. Get the camera ready. Now it's time to put the isopods in. So I'm just gonna go by whatever order they're putting in here. I'm not in any specific order. They're all set up the exact same. So, we have the A. klugi high red Dovernix. And there's apparently 24 of them in here. So I'm just gonna, since it's in sphagnum moss, I'm gonna tilt it over the sphagnum moss. All right. Go, and I'm actually gonna move the piece of carrot over to the dry side so it doesn't mold. There they are. Okay, up next we have C. mercatum. Oh, those are the tiny orange ones with the spikes. So cool. And flip. And move the carrot to the dry side. Oh, you can kind of see them now that the sphagnum moss is opened up. There they are. So cool. All right, next we have A. Scabrium sandstone. Again, I know I'm butchering the names, but there they are. Gorgeous species. And carrot to the dry side. There they are. Up next, we have the ones that I can't pronounce. I'll show you what the label says. TSP soil. The camera just died. Right, so TSP soil. There they are. And flip. And carrot to the dry side. Awesome. Next we have, I love these guys, the yellow zebras, the A. armadillidium yellow zebras. There they are. And flip. So cool. And finally, the P. werneri. There they are. And flip. There they are. And that's it. We have the isopods set up. I will keep you guys updated on them as they grow, as they start to breed. The rubber duckies I got from Incog Inverts when we visited the facility, which, by the way, if you haven't seen that video, it's linked somewhere here. Go watch that video. You can see the tour of the entire facility of where they're growing these isopods, where they're breeding these isopods. Those rubber duckies are already breeding, so who knows? If you want, maybe we can start making more isopod content. I mean, I do have 7 species now, and I'm sure the collection will continue to grow. Once again, a huge thank you to Incog Inverts. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Ashley. I am super excited about these isopods. They are all beautiful. The packaging was incredible. The isopods are incredible. All of that, I can't even look at the camera because I keep looking down at them, just seeing them all move around. Probably the last thing I need to do is put the lids and put some labels on them. Well, obviously I need to put the lids. I'm not gonna leave them open like this. They will climb out. But yeah, I'm super excited with these isopods, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit the like button. If you have any questions, comments, any of that sort, leave in the comment section below, and I will get back to you. If you are looking for isopods, make sure you get them from the best, Incog Inverts. And thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.